Welcome back, students. There are many cases in which we are given one equation with its roots and we are supposed to find the new equation in terms of previous equation. So in this part we will be learning the method to do this. Let's start. When roots are given and we have to find equation, so let's see what we are going to do is if ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 has roots alpha and beta, okay, and I know the roots and I want to write my equation in this form. So I'll put it as x square minus, here I will have sum of roots into x plus alpha beta, okay. So simply I can say that x square minus sum into x plus p, where s is sum of roots and p is product of roots. This gives me the final equation. Suppose I say that I have roots 2 and 3, okay, and I want to write the equation. So I can put it in various ways. I can say that my equation would be x minus 2 into x minus 3 equal to 0, or I can also say my equation would be x square minus sum of roots will come in the coefficient of roots. So 2 plus 3 is 5 plus and product will come. So here plus p, that becomes 2 3s are 6 equal to 0, okay. So you might have to use it in just a sub steps in some question. So you should be aware of this, that if we have roots we can find the equation. Now let us see some illustration. Here x square minus 3x plus 2 is given, that it is a factor of x raised to power 4 minus px square plus q equal to 0, okay, and we are supposed to find the values of p and q. Now if I am going to make the factors of x square minus 3x plus 2, this will be x minus 1 into x minus 2, right. So that means that x minus 1 is also a factor of this and x minus 2 is also a factor of this. That means if I will take the equation x raised to power 4 minus px square plus q equal to 0, it will be satisfied by x equal to 1. So let us put x equal to 1. So I will have 1 minus p plus q equal to 0, okay. And when I put x equal to 2, again it will satisfy it. So 2 raised to power 4 is 16 minus 4p plus q equal to 0. So we have two equations, we can solve them and get the values of p and q. Okay, so let's move to the another illustration. It says if x square plus x plus 1 is a factor of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0, we have to find its real root. So from this we are not getting any real root, right? If you will see, its roots would be, both of them would be imaginary, okay. Now I know that what is product of roots? Product of roots in this case would be constant term upon coefficient x square, so 1, okay. So here product of roots is 1. Suppose because we have degree 3, so it will have 3 roots alpha, beta, gamma. So I'll say that alpha, beta is equal to 1. Now what is product of roots from here? That is alpha, beta, gamma. I will have minus constant term upon coefficient of x cube. So this comes out to be minus d upon a. I know that alpha beta is 1, so that means I have the real root equal to minus d upon a. So very simple question, just on the basics of what is product of roots we can solve it. Okay, so this was something that when I know that I have the roots of the equation and I have to find equation. Sometimes what is given, we are given an equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 and we know its roots, suppose its roots are alpha and beta, and we have to form other equation, okay, whose roots are given in terms of alpha beta. How? I'll show you. You can see this chart, this is very important, you have to understand it. Suppose I say that I have to find new equation whose roots are 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta, okay. So in this I don't have to solve it further, finding sum and product, no. I'll just do this simple step. In my equation number 1, I will replace x by 1 by x. Okay. So as soon as you will replace x by 1 by x, what you will have, a by x square plus b by x plus c equal to 0. So very small tricks that we have to understand. If it is k plus alpha, k plus beta, I'll replace x by x minus k alpha, k beta, x upon k. Alpha upon k, beta upon k, I'll replace x by kx, alpha raised to the power n, beta raised to power n, I'll replace x by x raised to power 1 by n, and finally alpha raised to power 1 by n and beta raised to power 1 by n, I'll replace it by x raised to the power n. So it will be more clear if I'll take one illustration. So let's do it. Here alpha and beta are given roots of this equation, and I have to find the equation whose roots are alpha square by 3 and beta square by 3. So I will be solving this question in 2 steps. How? See, I have this equation x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0 whose roots are alpha and beta. At first step, I will be writing equation whose roots are alpha square and beta square. Okay, and using this I will be writing an equation whose roots are alpha square by 3 and beta square by 3. Okay, so let's understand what is the operation that we have to do, because we have already understood alpha and beta and we have to reach to alpha square beta square. So I will replace x by x raised to the power half. Okay, and here what I will do, I will replace x by 3x. Okay, so let's do it. In this equation, if I replace x by root x, so this becomes root x whole square minus 4 root x plus 1 equal to 0. So I have x plus 1 equal to 4 root x. So let me square both the sides. So x square plus 1 plus 2x, that becomes 4 16x, and finally we have x square minus 14x plus 1 equal to 0. Now I have reached to this step. Now I have to get the equation whose roots are alpha square by 3 and beta square by 3. So I will replace x by 3x. So 3x whole square minus 14 into 3x plus 1 equal to 0 will be your final answer. So 9x square minus 42x plus 1 equal to 0. So very simple, but yes, you can expect questions in Z-main from this. So you have to be very careful. Okay, so let's take one more illustration. Here I have alpha and beta, the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and we have to find equation when both roots are reciprocal. So that means reciprocal means 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta. So I will simply replace x by 1 by x. So this becomes a into 1 by x whole square plus b into 1 by x plus c equal to 0, right? So on rearranging you will have a plus bx plus cx square, or cx square plus bx plus a equal to 0. So very simple. Okay. Students, I hope you are clear with the different cases of finding new equation using the original equation. So stay tuned with me to understand the most important formulas, that is sum and product formulas. Have a nice day. Thank you.